30 tips for beginners. But even if you don't consider yourself one, believe me, there will be something here that you didn't know. Let's not drag it out. Let's go. 1. Always leave space in your rig for a magazine, otherwise you lose it when reloading. 2. Bring food and water preferably. A good option is a red cola in the pouch, as it's not expensive and restores well. An alternative could be Golden Star. It also restores energy and water and provides a long-lasting painkiller effect. What can help a lot when your food and water levels have dropped to zero and you need to recover a little. Carrying NSJ12 is probably the best option. Like all the items mentioned, it's available on the flea market and provides a very long recovery of food and water. 3. Some items have their resources and can be reused. For example, crafting a propital from almost used ibuprofen and Golden Star. A fuel canister can be crafted into a box, and an almost exhausted water filter into a filter absorber. Sugar and aquamarine can be exchanged for thermal scope, and sugar can also be crafted into moonshine. 4. Rigs, besides additional loot space in raids, can serve as budget containers in your stash. Many of them can hold much more than they take up. A good example is their MPPV. 5. Dead fruits that spawns on scavs can be useful for storing flashlights. And you can carry an aggressor handguard with you to attach various scopes, tactical devices and grips during the raid. 6. The lighter the weapon, the longer you can stay in aiming mode. Consider this based on your goals. 7. Ergonomics determines the speed of entering the sights, and the recoil number is not an absolute indicator of its magnitude. Recoil depends on both the caliber and the rate of fire, as well as the individual settings of the weapon itself. 8. If you sprint and bring the stamina bar to red values, your food consumption will increase, but the stamina length itself will not shorten, despite various rumors. 9. Wear a balaclava to match the color of your helmet. It will make it a bit more challenging for the enemy to figure out where to shoot immediately. 10. Sounds of rustling bushes, walking on food, glass and metal are much louder than walking on concrete or grass. Experienced player can often pinpoint your location just by knowing that the sound of glass could only come from one place. 11. When throwing a grenade, you can adjust the time until detonation after the throw by changing the curve of the throwing line. The more arc you throw, especially from a jump, the greater the chance that the enemy won't have time to move away in case of a successful hit. 12. When looting an enemy, you can check if their weapon magazines are full by moving them around within the rig. 13. During the animation of eating, drinking or using medication, you can reload or silently and instantly drop your backpack. 14. Weapon not in your hands, reload instantly without animations. 15. Don't ignore keys. Get a document case and collect sets for each location. Keys can be a way to pass where you couldn't otherwise, loot valuable items or complete a quest. 16. Instead of buying many key bars, seek cases or document cases, better undress your PMC down to nothing, leave only a key tool and load it with everything you need for a specific location. Save the preset. Do this for each location. It's beneficial and convenient. 17. Location maps can be found at the therapist, but a much simpler option is to Google them. For any quest, search on YouTube or Google. Kind streamers have already covered everything. 18. Weapons with suppressor are less ergonomics and overheat much faster, but they remove flashes when firing, making it less likely to reveal your position. 19. Use skins with closed hands. They are much less noticeable in dark places or bushes. Skins can be purchased from Bregman services. 20. Adjust the controls in the game. It's essential. At a minimum, set hold to sprint, otherwise your PMC will slip. 21. Many glasses shine in the dark. It's very useful for killing rogues. Still, you shouldn't wear them yourself. Here's a table of which ones you can use and which ones you can't. 22. To make it more convenient to sort the stash, open the sorting table, hold Shift and left click on the desired box. Then put everything you need into it. It's much more convenient than moving the stash up and down. 23. Do quests. They will level you up, give you access to ammo and equipment. 24. The game has inertia, so don't strafe like in CSGO. Check for enemies behind the wall with circular movements. You can master bunny hopping, but that requires skills. 25. To make the optics a bit stronger, switch the shoulder to the left. 26. When reloading, lean your head down while running away. Your character model becomes slightly smaller, and if you have a helmet, the chance of a shot hitting it instead of your face increases. 27. If the white figure is white, endurance is leveling up. If yellow or red, straight is leveling up. 28. Drop your backpack before a fight. Excess weight is a decrease in mobility. Moreover, the overall ergonomics of the character drops, making aiming slower again. 29. Always be under painkillers. The most budget option is Vaseline. If you constantly use it, even if your leg is broken in the raid, you won't be caught off guard and can calmly run to cover. 30. If you hear a suppressor shot, the enemy is closer than 100 meters to you. If you only hear a hit, it means further than 100 meters. Unsuppressed shots are audible up to 500 meters. Well, that's about it. Write in the comments what you didn't know. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Good luck, see you next time!